listened to anymore. So it's time to do what I'm trying to do and get on the ballot and try to take some power and try and change things from the inside of the system.
Absolutely. And the thing that also strikes me is that all of the commentators are clear that there's not going to be a one-party government. There's going to have to be a coalition. And the coalition could involve this guy Farage. And I guess Farage was also the standout on the, what can we say, the scurrilous side of things, with these remarks about people coming to Britain because they have AIDS.
Yeah, that was quite a disturbing comment. I think, in my opinion, that boils down to him basically saying that if anybody does arrive with AIDS, we shouldn't treat them. We should simply put them back on the boat and send them back to wherever they came from. So it's a completely outrageous stance. And the UKIP position is essentially that all of our problems stem back to immigration, which is just completely untrue.
This reminds us of the scapegoating, a minority, scapegoat some kind of a minority and blame them for the Depression, right? Didn't we have enough of that in Central Europe in the 1920s and 30s under fascist governments? Yeah,
exactly. So we do not need to be going back to that. The Labour Party, Ed Miliband was obviously there to lead this debate. I hear the music. Are we going to be coming back?
I'd like to get you back just briefly so we can just announce the big news and get your appeal for fundraising, right, as the campaign goes on. Back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.
Producing over 500 hours per week of talk radio, GCN Live is a world leader in talk radio. Archives for the following program can be found at gcnlive.com.
Did you know that drinking pure, high-alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Attention taxpayers. If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GC.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. So there we are in the thick of things in Great Britain, in Essex, just a bit east of London, big county, and Stuart Hooper has the answers. How do you get out of a depression without energy austerity and without scapegoating immigrants in the UK Independence Party mode? Stuart, the big news now is that you are close to being on the ballot. Can you bring us up to date?
Yes, so thanks to your listeners and everybody else who has supported me, I will be on the ballot. We've effectively raised the £500 required to pay that fee.
Great. Now, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now all I need to do is just fill out the paperwork and just do a few things of that nature, and then it will be done, and I will be on the ballot.
Now, so very briefly, if people, I guess, in Europe or in Britain, you tell me that they can support you now as we get into the actual election campaign. 33 days to the vote, I believe. There's a countdown clock. I've been looking at it. So tell us who can help and how.
I'm looking into this exactly because there are some rules on like the levels of donations, like the monetary amount, and then where it can come from, where it can't come from, things of that nature. So for right now, I'd just like to send everybody to my Facebook page, which is Stuart Hooper for Parliament. If you just search for that on Facebook, you'll find it. Or go to facebook.com/HOOPERFORMP. Hooper for MP. So if we can build up a little Facebook community there, all the information on further fundraising support will be posted out there.
Okay, wonderful. So you hang in there, and we'll be back next week for a progress report. So congratulations have coming this far, and more power to you, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks a lot, Webster. Looking forward to being back with you.
Okay, bye-bye. So we also want to call your attention to the candidacy of Adam Rodriguez, running for county commissioner in Monroe County in Pennsylvania. And that's in the Stroudsburg area, the Delaware Water Gap area, the Poconos area. And I guess we're going to have Adam back next week. But do go and visit the Adam Rodriguez for county commissioner website. And you're also invited to do what you can to finance that campaign. Keeping up with other business, the boycott Whirlpool in favor of Reverend Pinckney. Boycott Whirlpool until Reverend Pinckney is released. You have one opportunity to come out on Saturday, April 4th. That is, as soon as this program is aired for the first time, you'd have to go over to 120 East 14th Street, New York City, PC Richards Appliance Store near Union Square from 1 to 3 approximately. So that's PC Richards near Union Square. The following week, Saturday, April 11th, KISS Electronics, 230 West 125th Street. And that's also in New York, across from the legendary Apollo Theater, 1 to 3. So if you're out and about in New York City, that is the thing to do. And in the meantime, we're also pushing forward on the other fronts, right? You've got all kinds of approaches to this. So we actually hope to end some of the famous civil rights exponents, right? You can think of the obvious ones, and get them interested in this, right? That is the next step, right? Having shown that there is a mass base of support for Reverend Pinckney and what he stands for. Now, a couple of other items. The question of NAWAPA we've done. How about the so-called religious freedom laws of Indiana and Arkansas? I must say we have a dangerous tendency here. You'll remember the Hobby Lobby decision by the Supreme Court, which seemed to say that if you're a rich oligarch and you employ people, you get to impose, to some degree, your religious beliefs on them. And that, of course, is very, very dangerous stuff. That is the cuius regio eius religio of the Peace of Augsburg in Germany, right? If you were a feudal lord, any serf on your territory, you could dictate what religion that guy had to profess. This is too close for comfort. Now, in the case of Indiana, Arkansas, I think the legalities are very simple. In the Anglo-Saxon common law, you have the concept of the common carrier. If you open a ferry, a stagecoach, a train, a bus, an airplane, that's a common carrier. But a hotel is a common carrier. A restaurant is a common carrier. A pizzeria is a common carrier. And once you've opened your doors in that regard, you are not allowed to discriminate among the people. You've got to serve all comers, anybody who can pay what you're asking. So that's a common carrier. The other aspect of it is the 14th Amendment. We're going to talk in just a minute. We're living through the 150th anniversary of the last 2 weeks of the main event of the Civil War. Actually, it's going to go on. The Civil War really didn't end in the United States until about 11 weeks, 10 or 11 weeks from now. That is to say, in the future, from the point of view of 150 years ago. But the Union Army, what did they bring? The Union dead, what did they die for? Well, the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. The 13th Amendment, slavery is outlawed. You've seen it in the Lincoln movie and many other places, right? Then there's the 14th Amendment, one that the libertarians hate. They hate it because of the anchor babies and other things. They hate it because the 14th Amendment says no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, property without due process of law. And of course, this stuff that the caprice, the purely subjective and really undeterminable religious caprice of a shop owner can allow them to eject anybody. I mean, this has been framed in terms of gay or LGBT. No. This could be anybody. It could be any race, it could be any characteristic whatsoever. Purely arbitrary, can't be proved one way or the other. Wild subjectivity, not allowed. The 14th Amendment means that you've got to live up to the various federal civil rights laws, and you can't say, I'm not going to serve you because you're part of some group that I object to. Plus, what kind of religious approach says that simply by selling somebody a pizza for a wedding, you're somehow participating in what goes on at the wedding. This is absolutely ridiculous. I must say, Cardinal Dolan of New York, in the interview that's going to be made public in the next couple of days, I think this is a sad, sad performance where he says, well, the people in Indiana are concerned that the rights of these minorities, I guess he says, are being trampled, they're getting too much attention, and the rights of people